Hi, brothers and sisters. Today is January the 9th, 2024, and the time right now is 11:43 a.m. in the morning. So, brothers and sisters, I want to touch on what Jesus was saying when I was talking to y'all about the love in the last video. All right, so I didn't get a chance to tell you all about when Jesus had I don't even know how to say this, but when I went to the future, I was in the future, and when I was in the future, I'm telling you all, when I was telling y'all about how I was in other people's bodies, like I would enter into other people's body. I can't even explain that right, y'all. But for the ones that understand what I'm talking about, you could probably imagine what I'm talking about, what I mean. But Jesus, I don't know how he does that, but I was transported, or I was in the future, and I was in this city. It looked like a big city. And in that city, it looked like a downtown area, or I know it was a busy area because I seen the buildings. It just looked like a city. And while I was walking around, and I remember for some reason, y'all, I would just like enter into other people's bodies, and it was like I knew exactly when they were going to pass. I knew exactly what time. I knew the reason why, if they had to come back or something, and come back and do something over. I'm just going to say it like that. Come back to this world and do something over until it kind of felt like until they got it and understood what it was about. Because a lot of people, they get tied up in, like, go to work, come home, do this, do that. Like they put all their time and effort on things that don't mean nothing. Nothing. Because God don't care about the things of the world, their accomplishments. He don't care about that. And that's what I'm trying to say to you all. That's what Jesus is saying. When he says in Matthew chapter 7, talking about the golden rule, verse 12, it says, "Do to others whatever you would like them to do to you. This is the essence of all that has been taught in the law and the prophets." All right, so y'all, there is a heavenly order, earthly order, universal order. And I don't know too much about this natural. I told y'all that I don't. But I know about the spirit. So when I was taken to the future, I was there and I was entering into different people's bodies, and I knew exactly why they had to come back here, what they did wrong, and when, oh wow, I just knew when it was their time to go, and I knew when they had to come back, and I knew that because I was inside their body. And don't ask me how. I don't know how God does that, but I was entering into other people's bodies. And y'all, if you don't understand what I'm saying, ask Jesus to show you, because whatever you do, please don't blaspheme God's stuff. If it's something you don't understand, just, it's okay. If you don't understand it, it is okay. But take this stuff to God before you say something out of your mouth. And I know it sounds unreal to this natural world, but y'all, there is also a spirit world. So I was entering into other people's bodies. And while I was in some of those people's bodies, whether they were man, woman, boy, girl, I felt all their emotion, all of that stuff. And I remember I entered into this man's body. And this man was like a businessman. And you know how, like, you see people walking and they have the suits and stuff on, and they're carrying their briefcase. Okay, well, in the world, the world may make you think you're important. All right, well, God is telling you you're important even if you don't have that. Because of who you are important. But this man, he had a family. And I remember he had a little girl. And I knew when this man was getting ready to die. I knew his last moment, all the way up to the very second. And it just kept happening over and over and over. You know, just seeing different stuff, and felt all the emotion. And it seemed like every body, the body that I was put in, they had to come back here because they missed the whole purpose on the reason why they were here. And that was to love, learn to love. The one thing people just bypass, you know. And brothers and sisters, like, when I was little, I had old-fashioned ways. And when I say little, y'all, I mean a little girl. I had old-fashioned ways. And I did not understand why I had old-fashioned ways. Well, because I believed in raising my family. I believed in teaching my children, all my children, about God, other people's children about God. God is love, right? So there shouldn't be no problem, because isn't that what everybody wants? Love. People want to be loved. Y'all, love is free. That's a free gift. So, so while I was in that man's body, that man had a little girl. He had like a little family. Y'all, that was so sad. So sad. I felt all all of their pain at once. It was like a big wave just hit me. And then I would leave out of that person's body and go into someone else's body. And it just kept going, y'all. That's what it felt like. And while I was entering into other people's bodies, something happened. And I say it looked like a downtown type of area because of the buildings. Y'all, something happened where it caused devastation. That's what I'm going to say. A lot of devastation. And after that, the world, it seemed like it crumbled. It crumbled. And what I'm about to tell y'all, this made me think of the tribulation, because I seen different groups of people, and y'all, I seen how I'm gonna say angels. I seen how they were helping people. I don't know how other people seen them, but I seen them as that. And they were like, if somebody was hungry, you know how someone can just come by you and share their sandwich with you or something like that. It was like that. And y'all, these people, I seen some people hiding. Y'all, it was so chaotic. I seen people hiding. People looked tired. And I remember a big old wave of water. Something hit. It hit that area. And matter of fact, I remember God gave me a dream about something like that before. But this experience was not a dream. Like, I know for a fact that wasn't a dream. I was actually entering into other people's bodies. And like I said, I knew when they were about to die. I knew why they were gonna die. What if they had to come back, y'all? I understood that stuff. And I seen these people. Y'all, these people, they look tired from running and hiding. Like some people were hiding under, like, I'm gonna say, like if you were in a real big mall. I seen people like hiding into little spaces. And I had no control over where I was going to be. Like I was just there, like pew, pew, pew. And I'm watching that stuff. But when that big wave of water came in, that was that was so sad. So sad. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. So, and like part of me believes that was like either right before the tribulation or something, because those angels I seen, y'all, I could see them, and I don't even know how. I don't even know how I knew the stuff that I knew, but I had no control over where I was going, who it was. So that's why I'm telling y'all, Jesus said we have to love, we have to forgive. That was crazy what I seen. I mean, it wasn't the craziest that I've seen, but that was crazy. And I'm telling y'all, those people look tired. Tired, hungry, going place to place. Wasn't good. So, like, I don't like to worry about people. God don't He don't want me to worry. And I don't know, it's just, I don't know. But brothers and sisters, please, like, listen to what Jesus is saying. A lot of people, they don't really care about spiritual things. But like when I'm teaching my children, I tell them, like, who is going to offer you, how Jesus says, teaching about money and possessions. Y'all, that stuff is real. What are you gonna do with that stuff? You don't carry it on your back while you running? I told my daughter, I said, who do you think is free? Because right here, right here in Matthew chapter, let me see here. Oh, Matthew chapter 24. And Jesus says, no one can serve two masters, for you will either hate one and love the other. You will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and be enslaved to money. And I told my children, I said, I said, what did Satan try to give Jesus? He can only offer you the right now pleasures. Right now. Well, what about your eternity? Eternities. Think about that stuff, y'all. Because I'm telling you, that man I saw, he had that family. He had that suitcase and, a briefcase, that the business people have. And y'all, the world make you feel like you're so important. You're already important. You're important to Jesus. That's why I like the simple life. I don't care about possessions. That means nothing to me. Nothing. So, y'all choose wisely. Please choose wisely. Just a second, y'all. Okay, so choose wisely, y'all. That's what I want y'all to know. So store your treasures up in heaven, where moth. All right, let me read it. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19 on down. It says, "Don't store up treasures here on earth, where moths eat them and rust destroys them, and where thieves break in and steal. Store your treasures in heaven, where moths and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal." It said, wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will be also. Or shall I say, there the desires of your heart will also be. Y'all, you don't want to get stuck in that place I seen in the future. I don't know how far in the future that was. I don't even know. Y'all, I just end up there. And please don't ask me how. I do not even know. I do not even know at all. But God's word is true. It's true. And I will stand on that. God don't play favoritism, and we also shouldn't play favoritism. So, brothers and sisters, that's what I wanted to I wanted you all to make sure that you understood what Jesus was saying and what he meant. It's not far, it's not far you get in this world at all. You just It's this world wants you to have pride. That already should let you know that who is the God of this world, because Jesus tells us to be humble. So people right now, and I'm telling y'all, out of 100%, 90% of the people on earth are walking around in a mask, pretending. For what? What are you going to pretend for? Let your stuff show. Because when we fall, we get up. We live and we learn. So all right, y'all. I'm gonna shut this video down. I'm gonna shut it down. But I wanted y'all to know what God meant. I wanted y'all to know what I seen in the future when I was taken to the future. It was not good. And just being in different people's bodies. I mean, they had to come back. They had to come back and do it again. So I want to help you all and tell you, listen to what Jesus says. Love, that's what it's about. Serving one another. Being kind to one another. I mean, I don't go out that much, but when I do, it just don't seem right. It don't seem right at all. That's why we have to spread God's love and walk out His teachings. Walk it out. Because anybody that knows me knows I'm not gonna bend on anything that Jesus tells me, unless He tells me to, like, be quiet or something. So y'all think about that stuff. So anyway, brothers and sisters, I love you all. Y'all just keep doing what Jesus says. Because you don't know when Jesus is going to just, phew. When He says in the blink of an eye, that's what He means. And I'm telling you, in a blink of an eye, that's it. You know how fast people blink? That's why, a lot of times y'all don't know when I'm here or there or wherever I'm at. It'd be so crazy. I'd be stuck sometimes. But anyway, I love you all. Y'all run to Jesus. Go to Jesus now. He is the way, the truth, and the life, and the love, and our Father. Be led by the Holy Spirit. So anyway, I love you all. Y'all be blessed in Jesus' name. Amen.